History has repeated itself. One thing you must take cognizance of is TB Joshua. I'll keep making reference to TB Joshua. Joshua and Chris Oyakilome were drinking from the same cup.
So Christ's embassy was gutted by fire. I was so much concerned about the casualties. It was Sunday morning, 7 a.m. People might have started going to the church, to worship and all that. And I was like, I hope there was nobody that passed away. The church building is very massive church building, but it has nothing to compare to one person's life. And when I heard in the news that there's no casualties, I breathed my relief, because just imagine what people would say if somebody had passed away. Just imagine what people would say. Do you know they will never stop talking about it? It will not be like the case of TB Joshua's Synagogue Church of all nations fell on top of people and buried people. So, but this one is just the house. That church can still be built in a year, or however long it takes to build it, can still be built. But you cannot replace a human life. Chris Oyakilome has come out to speak on what happened, and he said that that is not an accident. It's not an accident. But me, I'll still insist it's an accident because nobody planned it. Did they plan it? Anything that he didn't plan is an accident. But he's just saying it because I guess maybe he has, men of God now, maybe he has seen that it will happen, or maybe he has been told that it's going to happen. He knew that it was going to happen or something like that. I'm just thinking that that's why he said it's not an accident. His statement, he said,
God just gives us an opportunity to do something about it. That's all. What are we going to do? Okay, great. It's the house of God. All right, it's been burnt down. Okay, all right. We'll clear out the place, build a better one, a more beautiful one. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. And let the devil lick his wounds. Yeah, that's it. Because we must look at life from the spiritual. This is not what you call an accident. No, because we are not ordinary people. We are helped all the time. He told us, even when you walk, he says, don't worry. You wouldn't even dash your foot against a stone. Why? He said, because he gives his angels charge concerning you. So everything that happens in your life is on plan. There's no accident to the child of God.
That it's not an accident, that everything that happens is spiritual, that kind of thing, that he will build a better one, that is an opportunity for them to build a better house of God, something like that. But then, it's not a good thing. It is not a good thing for a house of God to get burned, or to be carried away by the wind, or to collapse. Do you understand me? It's never a good thing. So no matter how Chris Oyakilome comes out to pretend that everything is fine, like nothing has happened, that it's okay, no problem, it's just something, we can still build this thing in a very short one, or build a bigger one and all that, just to cover up. Right inside him, he's not feeling good, because it's the house of God, where people come, they get healing, they get their prayers answered. Just all of a sudden to just cast fire, an inferno started. A fire started that couldn't be controlled, and the whole house is gutted by fire. And it's not a small thing. It's not something that you say, it's okay, no problem. No. It's something. It's something. So, but the thing is, when you are faced with this kind of disaster, you cannot kill yourself. You just have to encourage yourself. You just have to, encourage yourself and move on. You don't cry over a spilled milk, because they're even talking about demolishing it because, at a point they quenched the fire, but the house is just damaged. Like there are cracks. Once there's cracks, there's nothing to be done. You just have to demolish it and build another one. So, but it's not a plus to Christ Embassy, just a minus. It's not a good thing. It's just an accident. It's just a disaster that happened to the church, and he should have recognized it. He should have recognized that it's a disaster, like it's something bad that happened to them. What I would say is it's quite unfortunate that this kind of thing has to happen at this time and in this way, but then what God doesn't know doesn't happen, that we still give God the glory in everything. And so, but then everybody has different ways they react to issues, like whatever happens to them. Do you understand? So another thing I want to talk about is some people that are saying that is similar to what happened to TB Joshua, that TB Joshua and Chris Oyakilome, that they are in the same category.
History has repeated itself. One thing you must take cognizance of is TB Joshua. I'll keep making reference to TB Joshua. Joshua and Chris Oyakilome were drinking from the same cup. Their mode of operation is more or less, if not exactly the same. And I keep making reference to the lives that were lost when that shrine of TB Joshua collapsed. Most of you don't take these things too serious because you do not see what we see. You do not have that third eye or that critical mind that can question certain things, certain anomalies that happen within these shrines that you call churches. The fire outbreak might have destroyed lives. The fire outbreak might have affected families. But what is bothering me at this moment is the fact that journalists and media houses are not permitted to report on this matter. Access to this shrine is tightly restricted. And the question that I'm asking myself now, and that I should inspire you to be asking, is why is Chris Oyakilome suppressing media coverage? Why is he suppressing journalists to investigate and to report? Because this is
when the BBC Africa did that expose on TB Joshua, I'm one of those people that came out and they talked against, whatever TB Joshua did, because many people have been coming out to testify against him or to say something against him. But this particular one, so Oyakilome, nobody has come out to speak against Oyakilome. Do you understand? So me, I am not going to believe this until I am sure, because we cannot talk about what we don't know. This thing that happened to Chris Oyakilome can happen to anybody. It can happen to anybody, okay? It's just something that happens, just a disaster that happens, It can happen to anybody, You can be a man of God and this kind of thing happens to you. So it's not really because, you see, these men of God or children of God are not excluded from all these disasters. In fact, as if their own is even the worst. But in the end, God still has a way to glorify his name, to show the people that he is still God. I feel bad for Christ Embassy, looking at the fire, I said, wow, look at how this church that these people have been worshiping in, it's just burning down like that, just like that. Only God knows why it's happened. Only God knows, because they say that the cause of the fire has not been found out, that the cause of the outbreak has not been discovered. So but I say investigating it. Whatever God allows to happen will happen for a purpose. And that purpose might not be obvious now. It will be obvious with time. Again, I say, I don't know the basis of any church. I don't know the foundation of any church. Whatever the foundation is, only God knows. But as a human being, I cannot condemn anybody. I cannot say this is what happened, this is what caused the fire, this is why this happened. Yeah, until I'm sure. We cannot base our, we cannot base our judgment on just what we think. You have to get your facts. Before you start judging, you have to get your facts at least. So with this, I come to the end of this video. Whatever your thoughts are, please leave them in the comment section. Thank you so much for coming this far with me. In case you have not subscribed to my channel, kindly do so now. Click on the bell icon so that you can easily access my upcoming posts. Like, share my videos. Thank you so much. I will see you in my next video. God bless you. Bye-bye. Bye.